Here's one thing. If you ever eat with Liz, just want to let you know, if you ever have the opportunity to have a meal with Liz, whatever you do not take any food off her plate.
Don't do it. Don't
Just,
do it.
just a warning. If you want to get along with her, never take food off her plate.
Ask me. I'll give you anything I have. Ask for the whole plate. I'll give you the plate. Don't put your fingers in my plate.
Now listen, here's the wild thing, and it doesn't bother me. You have to ask first, ask for permission, but it doesn't bother me. It's like, Dad, can I have a fry? Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I'm the same way, but I'll hand it to you. Or you can use a fork or something.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me. Just take what you want. I'm like, you just go right ahead. Go ahead.
So can I open my heart? Can I lay on the couch and open my heart right now? Here's what happened. In middle school, there was a young woman that would sit at our table and would want something that was on your school tray. And instead of saying, hey, if you're not going to eat that, can I have some of that? She would put her finger in the middle of it and say, you going to eat this? And so I got really punchy and would almost I don't mean I punched her. I didn't mean that. But when she would make a way to my tray, I would be like, put up the wall almost, like, keep your fingers out of I don't want your fingers. I don't know where your fingers been. Get your fingers out of my plate.
I don't know if you've ever witnessed Scott. Scott and his wife are like inseparable. They hold hands and skip everywhere they go. I could just see Scott. It's like, if his wife wants something off his plate, he doesn't say anything.
I love my wife, but I will tell her to step away from the plate. Like an invasion. You've got your own plate. Have your own food, and I'll share. Don't get me wrong, I'll share, but just ask me. But if the fork or the fingers start reaching over, I just don't do it. Don't do that.
Now, here's the thing. My wife will take things off my plate. I don't care. If she wants something off my plate, that's great. But she'll always ask me, would you like some of this steak? And if I want a piece of it, I won't grab it off her plate. She literally has to put it on her fork and hand it to me that way.
And I think that's kind. That's a good way to do it rather than reach over and, I'll take that.
I feel funny grabbing something off somebody else's plate, but I don't mind if they do on mine. They have to ask first. I'm just not like saying, stick your finger in the middle of my mashed potatoes and take what you want, anytime you want. Just ask, because I might still want it.
I steal my husband's drink almost nightly.
What?
I know. At dinner, I'll just reach over and...
Without permission?
Yeah, now it's become a game because he moves it as far away from me as possible.
Rob and Liz, his morning crew.
Okay, so this kind of sparked a debate. Some people don't really care. Others like, keep your hands off my plate. This is my food. Don't you take anything off this food. If you want something, you ask me. I'll give it to you. You leave my plate alone. That's Liz.
It is. It's just like, dude, back off. You can ask me and I will give you anything. So Jonathan texted and said, kind of reminds me of the restaurant that has my girlfriend is not hungry option. And on that menu item, it has chicken wings, cheese sticks, and extra fries.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got an open mic in. This is through the My HISRadio app. If you have the My HISRadio app, you can tap on the open mic and then record whatever you want. Here's an open mic that just came in this morning.
I have one major rule for my kids, and they've known it since they could speak. Mommy doesn't share her food. I will get them anything they want. I will get them seconds and thirds, but they are not to take it off of my plate.
Uh-huh. Mommy's food, you leave it alone.
I worked hard on this. Step back.
What about you, the open mic? Or you can text us, 800-447-7234.
Rob and Liz, his morning crew.
It's going to happen. You're going to be out at a Christmas party somewhere. Family's going to be getting together at some point. There's the meal that's at place, and then if you're like Scott, Scott does our news. If you're like him, you won't want anybody, even if it's your spouse, touching the food on your plate and helping yourself.
Please no. I love you, dear, but stay off my plate. There are other plates
Speak
and other
directly
food
to his
options.
wife.
One-on-one, right there.
Right.
Oh my!
Just
You
in
should.
case.
You
Just a
should.
note.
Yeah, you should see the texts that are coming in at 800-447-7234.
Teresa feels pretty much like Scott. She said, my husband is always taking food off my plate with his fingers and his fork without asking. Drives me insane. Listen, just ask me. I'll give you anything.
Thank you.
All right. Terry. Terry texted, said back in middle school, their son decided to take, or somebody decided to take some pizza dippers off their son's lunch tray. Okay. Kendall is the son. He didn't like that at all. And so what he did is he picked up his own milk carton and dumped it on the kid's tray. Kid never did it again. Like he was
Okay.
like, I am nipping this thing in the bud.
That's some spilt milk right there.
Right?
So they've got a series of open mics in through the My His Radio app where you can tap on the open mic and record whatever you want. I previewed them, and I just want to let you know this is all the same family. All the same family in this next 3 very short open mics. Check this out.
You can't come to my house because my mom always steals the food off my plate or gets her fork and scoops it off my plate and eats it herself even though it's right on her plate. And we even call her Mooch because she just always takes the food.
Calls her Mooch. Calls her Mooch. Okay, so there was a sister right there. The family got involved in all these open mics. Check this one out.
Our mom really is the Mooch. The girl who just spoke, I'm her sister, and she's constantly stealing our food.
Okay, see?
My goodness.
Now, there's 2 witnesses there. It does not stop there. Here is the final open mic in this series.
Hey, this is the husband, and I need to support what my daughter said, that my wife, their mother, definitely takes more of our food off of our plate than she eats off of her plate. Even though it's all the same food, we've never been able to figure it out, but for some reason, food on our plate tastes better than hers.
We got to hear from Mama. We got to hear from Mama.
That's the only one we haven't heard from yet.
She's cowering in the back of the car like, oh no.
Mooch. You can tell this family genuinely loves each other. I
Absolutely.
love how they're so playful.
Rob and Liz, his morning crew.
I know, so cold. Getting out the door, it's in the 20s and 30s outside.
Yeah, I had gloves on, a jacket, like the whole thing. It's way too chilly.
I even have socks on. I usually don't wear socks. I know. TMI.
Really?
No, I don't like socks. I just don't wear them. But I have them this morning. It's so cold. Keeps my feet warm. Okay, so this open mic just came in through the My His Radio app because we have the timeless question. The timeless question is this, especially if there is a middle school or high school student in your family. And it's this, mind you, we're in the 20s and 30s, right? Mind you, there will be your child that walks out the door, and primarily this is the boys.
Yes,
all right?
absolutely. Because the girls
This
like
is the boys.
the jackets.
Right. They will walk out with shorts and a short sleeve t-shirt. Why, I ask? Here is the My His Radio app. This is an open mic through the My His Radio app.
Morning, y'all. Y'all were wondering why the high schoolers want to walk out in the shorts and t-shirts. Well, in our family, my 14-year-old leaves the house in shorts and a t-shirt because her daddy does it. And so that is the reason why. If it's good enough for dad, it's good enough for me.
There he is leading the charge.
But the daughter does it because daddy does it. Wow.
Daddy's girl,
Oh, my
so,
goodness.
That's,
What's he wearing in summer? A tank top?
Rob and Liz, his morning crew.
I want to let you know, you're not the only parent that deals with it. Seriously, you're not the only one. I know it is so super cold that the snot turns into icicles so quickly.
Ew.
As soon as you get outside, I mean, that's how cold it is, right?
Yes.
Scott, his son, how does he dress in this weather to go to school?
He's 12. Shorts every day.
Yeah.
If he could. Sometimes we have to say, look, you got to wear long pants today. Put some jeans
right?
on.
But the older-
for shorts.
Yeah, but the older he gets, you're not going to be able to tell him that.
Right.
Oh, yeah, because he'll be a man.
Yeah.
We'll try.
Man. There is a time that they do grow up, and by the time they're at least 35, they realize it's time to wear pants.
I need a jacket. Look,
Cold
Chris,
weather.
Crystal texted and said, I feel this in my soul. She said, it's ridiculous, but I've quit fighting that battle. Bigger battles to be part of. Terry texted and said, Cohen is at high school today in shorts, but dad also went to work in shorts. Mama tries, but it ain't working.
Well, he's not 35 yet.
Yeah, there you go.
My guess. I know. Here's an open mic that came in through the My HISRadio app.
I am here at Liberty High School, and we have students every day in this cold weather in shorts and T-shirts. And yes, it's 99% boys. And yesterday I asked one, why in the world are you wearing shorts and a T-shirt on this day? And he goes, because I'm not cold.
Yeah, he also said he did his homework.
You're right.
Rob and Liz, his morning crew.
Many excuses that some people come up saying that they're going to be late for work. Many excuses. And I'm sure that you've had your own. Some were real. And come on, some were fabricated. Wait till you hear Amber's excuse for being late for work. Are you ready for this? Picks up the phone. She calls her boss. She goes, listen, I'm going to be really super late. I can't get out of my driveway. Well, why, Amber? Well, because there is a seal in my driveway. I can't get around it.
And she couldn't. Like, that was for real. This is Neil the Seal. He's known to the community because he likes to come up, especially when he's, about ready to hibernate or whatever. He likes to come up and just kind of hang out. But the spot that he chose, a little inconvenient because she couldn't get her car out. She couldn't get around him, and she was stuck at home. Now, here's my thing. Could Amber not walk to the bus stop? Just saying.
Well, that's really nice. How close is the bus stop to Liz Ryle's house? Come on.
Okay, I live out in the country. Maybe she does too.
See? She lives out near the beach. So this is in Australia. So it's an elephant seal. The thing is honking huge. This is a big seal laying in her driveway. Can't get around. She even tried to tempt Neil the seal with food to get it to move. Finally, she's like, what do I do? Ain't no bus stop around here. Liz says go to the bus stop.
Call a friend.
Bus stop.
Call an Uber.
Hey, listen. Hey, Ubers are different in other countries.
They
sorry.
Just drive on the other side of the road. That's the only difference.
But no, seriously. When I was in France, in Paris, Ubers are horrible. They cancel on you. They don't come to you. You might as well just take a bus or the train. Anyway, Neil finally moved, and she was able to get to work.
Well, he got in her hammock. I think he needed a nap.
Rob and Liz, his morning crew.
It is Rob and Liz. Can I tell you some exciting news that's happening at His Radio? And this might not sound exciting, but it is to us. We're out of room, out of date, and His Radio needs your help. Let me tell you, 40 years of ministry has been absolutely amazing. The changed lives because of people like you have been absolutely amazing. And since our first broadcast in 1983 here at His Radio, we've been operating out of a 1,700-foot square house. In 93, we built an addition, which has some studios, some offices, a conference room. And so there's a little bit extra room. But let me tell you, the building was in constant need of repair, that house, because the house was 80 years old. Water damage, mold, asbestos. We finally demolished it, and half of our team at His Radio is like up the road occupying a second story of a rental office that we're so grateful for. And so here we are with a bold step of faith, and we started to build a new building for His Radio, an expansion to the studios that exist.
Yeah, and it's even about just upgrading for technology. I mean, some of the equipment that we use is decades old, but we've been good stewards of, every gift that we have, everything that we have. But now comes safety issues. There's railing that has fallen apart, or there's just part of our even flooring and the structure of the building that needs to be upgraded for safety concerns. And so that's why we need your help.
Yeah, updating the equipment, expanding the broadcast headquarters so that, here's the bottom line, to better share the hope of Jesus and reach people in our community. And so we're asking your help with building the future of his radio because it's bright and God is doing amazing things in people's lives. So here's the thing. His radio is going to raise $1 million with your help between now and the end of the year. $1 million. And let me tell you, people have been getting involved saying, you know what, we're going to help build the future of his radio, and we're so grateful. I've seen gifts of $500 and $5,000 and $100, everybody doing their part, which is so good in building the future of his radio. This was such a necessity. We took that bold leap of faith, knowing that God's going to supply the need through you. So here's what I'm going to ask for you to do today. Give your very best gift. A special one-time gift to build the future of his radio. 3 ways you can do that. Through the website at hisradio.com. That's hisradio.com. Through the website. You can do that through the My HISRadio app, or better yet, we'll send you a link if you text this word. Since we're building the future, text the word future to 800-447-7234.
Rob and Liz,
His morning crew.
I'm not going to reveal what it is that you can buy on Amazon just yet. But what is the difference between buying anything else? Okay, let me ask. Liz, would you buy a grill on Amazon?
Probably so, yes.
Okay. Scott, would you buy a refrigerator on Amazon?
Probably not.
Oh.
Because I would want to see the features up close, like going to the store, opening the door,
Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
Zoom.
Well, I guess.
Zoom.
Yeah.
Zoom. She's pinching her
It would
fingers
depend on the
to zoom
price.
in.
It would depend on the price. If it was way
could be.
cheaper, yeah, maybe.
Could be. Okay, well, how about he always calls his grill an egg because I guess that's the brand.
Yeah.
So I wonder if Scott would even buy an egg on Amazon.
Well, the thing is 1,500 pounds or something close to that. So
Ooh, the shipping.
I don't know what
Wait
the
a
shipping
minute.
would be on that, but I'd probably buy
Really?
that.
That grill is that heavy?
It is a monster. I had to get my neighbor to help me carry it to the back.
2 of y'all carried 1,500 pounds?
Well, it's not 1,500 pounds.
Okay.
It is heavy.
That was an embellishment for sure, evidently.
Sorry, my brain is sometimes literal.
So here's the thing. Hyundai, the car? Did I say that right?
Yeah, I think so.
Hyundai? Okay.
Yeah.
So I said it, and I'm like, is that how you say the car?
It feels weird coming out.
So Hyundai and Amazon now have a partnership. They're going to start selling their cars on Amazon.
I gotta test that bad boy out. I gotta sit in the seat, feel if I like the feel of it, the torque. Do cars have torque? Okay, anyway, I gotta feel the power.
Cars have torque.
I don't know.
Yeah, and I have a feeling that Scott would buy his next car on Amazon.
I don't know. I'm with Liz. I would need to test drive it first, But it depends on the deal. I wonder if they have like a cyber deal on rust proofing or something.
Yeah.
What?
What in the world?
All the extra add-ons. You actually can customize the car. You know how they have there's the stripped down version of the car and then all the added features. You can do that, color, all that stuff. And here's what they'll do with Hyundai through Amazon when they start selling their cars on Amazon. They send it to a local dealer and then you can go and check it out.
But once you've ordered it, it goes to the dealer. Then do you have a back out availability? Like if you're like, I don't really
all you
like
have to
it.
do is put it in reverse. You back out.
Oh, man.
I thought Liz knew how to drive. I mean, what's going on?
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
You know, you've hit a third of your quota for today in saying thank you. Did you know that? Yeah. You said thank you twice. The average American says thank you 6 times a day. It equals out to about 2,200 times a year. But here's my thought on this. I feel like, at least in the South, we say thank you a whole lot more. I mean, you just said it twice. Rob just literally said it twice.
I guess I did.
Yeah. So
Thank
thank
you.
yous. Right? So I've already got one in for today. So all of a sudden, if I say 6 thank yous back to back, does that mean I'm done
Why
for the
do
day?
I feel like that's a low number? I don't know why I feel like that.
Well, because I feel like it's because of the South. Now, I've never really lived anywhere else for any extended period of time. It's always been in the South. And so it just feels like it's in my DNA to say thank you.
Huh.
But maybe not in other parts of the country. I don't know.
Only 6 times a day. I feel like Scott says it at least once every 5 minutes.
I feel like I do, and I think 6 is way low. I mean, you
Yeah.
say thanks to people you bump into at the store. If you see the mailman, thank you, thanks for the mail. So many different opportunities, I feel like, throughout the day to say thank you, way more than 6.
When was the last time you said thank you to your mailman?
Every time I see the mailman, when he comes to
Salesperson.
the radio station, I'll see the mailman.
Oh, okay. You're talking about here. Because
All
I
I,
never see the one at home.
me either.
No, not at home.
All I could see was Scott running down the road, his Georgia Bulldog sweatshirt on. Thank you.
Mail truck. Thank you.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
There's a Christmas gift that's going to be coming into a family's life. Kelsey is set for her pregnancy to happen on Christmas Day.
Aw.
Like many others, there's some Christmas babies that are around. People were born on Christmas Day. She's going to have twins.
Oh, that's so sweet. Double the
Yeah.
blessing.
Yeah, here's the thing. When her first twin will be born, the other one could be born hours, days, or even weeks away. The
I
twins.
see the hours. I don't know. I mean, if she goes into labor, it's 11 o'clock at night. Okay, I can see another day, but weeks, I don't think that's possible.
Oh, it is for Kelsey because she is very rare. She has 2 wombs. So her babies that are inside of her right now are occupying 2 different wombs.
What in the world? I didn't even know
No.
this was a thing.
For her, it is very rare, totally rare. She has double uteruses, and each one has its own cervix. So I don't want to get into science here. You know how all that works. But she could literally, if it's not hours, it could be days or a few weeks apart to have her twins. So
That
one-
is wild.
if if the due date is correct, one will be Christmas Day. What would be awesome? Christmas Day and New Year's Day.
That's what I was thinking. How cool. And
Right?
so they'd be born in different years as well, which would be super cool.
Yeah, I know. Who
Would
knows?
that mean they're in different grades in school? So many
No, of
questions.
course not.
So many questions.
Will not be in different grades in school.
You don't know their life.
They're well, that's very nice of you. Just to add to it, they already have 3 kids, 7, 4, and 2. You know what Kelsey said?
What?
Done.